There's a scene where my skirt gets caught, except there was a wardrobe malfunction. The entire skirt came off. I'll send you a link later, but there is a video of it.
Gaby, it is a thrill and honor
It's a thrill.
to
We
be
are
here with
so
you today.
excited.
It is a wild ride, finally meeting the Gaby.
I know,
Been
we're
a
so
huge
excited.
fan. We got the shirt. We know all the. Anyways, just the fact that we're sharing space with you. The biggest thrill. So thank you
We
for
love
having
it.
us
We're
on your show.
incredibly happy. Everyone should like, follow, and share, subscribe, like,
Gaby
do all the
Gaby
things.
is it.
She
She's
is
the
it.
one.
Okay. As a film critic, do you ever get scared watching horror movies, or you're totally used to it by now?
That's a very good question, because I'll tell you this. I've been watching scary movies since I was 3 years old. And when I was a little boy, different things scared me. So I was scared about what was under the bed. I was scared about what was in the closet. I was scared of all these things I didn't understand. But as I got older and I understood that there was nothing under the bed, nothing in the closet, then I got scared of other things. And when I became a dad, I got scared of other things, that anything was going to happen to my kids. So different movies scared me at different times. So I can say now I can watch something like Dawn of the Dead or something, and it won't scare me anymore like it used to. But then there are other kinds of movies out there that I'm afraid to watch, because I know that the different things in my life that scare me now, that movie will affect me in a different way. So yes, I still am scared of certain movies. Certain movies will upset me and give me nightmares. Absolutely. But just not the same ones that scared me when I was a little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What was the most fun part of playing spooky characters in Necropolis Legion?
Oh my god, yes. The best part about in the Necropolis Legion movie, right here, was that I got to play this crazy witchy vampire girl whose breasts had mouse on them, and that's how I would feed upon people. And it was fun on the screen. It was fun off the screen. There's videos of us sticking like potato chips in them and pieces of pizza. We were putting like Powerade through it. Like, that was the best part. And when you watch the actual movie, I mean, it's very spooky. And I think it works both ways. It's comedy and it's horror. That's my favorite genre right there.
Yeah, and so when you think about all these scary movies that you watch that are very serious, imagine that the scarier they are, the sillier, easy for me to say, sillier they are behind the scenes, because people are having fun with the special effects and the blood and everything else, right? It's a big party, it's a big goof. And that's what it was when we were making this movie. It was a big party, you know?
That's cool. What was your favorite horror movie you've ever reviewed, and why?
My favorite horror movie ever?
That you reviewed.
Oh, that I reviewed. I'll tell you something. Those are two different questions. My favorite horror movie of all time is Dawn of the Dead by George A. Romero. I gotta say that because there was a remake by Zack Snyder in 2004, which is not my favorite movie of all time. But Dawn of the Dead is my favorite movie since I was little. It's still my favorite because it's not just a zombie movie. It's a great character piece. It's a great war movie. It's a great satire. It's a great action film. It's a great everything. It's everything I love about movies in one movie, plus it's really gory and fun and gross and scary. But my favorite movie I reviewed, it's a hard one to say, because I'll tell you, sometimes the worse a movie is, the more fun it is to review, you know? So it's not necessarily a great movie, but if it's something that you can have fun with and play with and make a little bit of joke out of it and fool around with it, then that's a fun movie to review. You know, it doesn't mean it have to be a good movie to be a good review. Am I being too silly? A little bit?
Sillier.
Okay, sorry.
For sure.
This is a very serious interview.
Serious right now.
Serious.
Oh my
Are you serious right now?
God. She got me for 1 second. I thought, oh my, she just turned on a dime there. It was incredible. You got a future next, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Which do you like better, acting, writing, or producing, and why?
I mean, acting is the funnest, because acting, you get to play, you get to be other characters, you get to get like down and dirty and messy, and in some cases covered in blood or covered in almond milk, as I was for this movie here. Yep. And yes, you get to be covered fully in. You've done this before where you cosplay, and obviously your dad has the Carrie shirt on, so you've been covered in blood, and it's fun to kind of be sticky and gross and creepy, and you get to just be somebody else for a bit. And I think that's always the funnest part, to see, you know, how the other half lives, even if you don't get to be it full time.
What was it like being the editor of Fangoria, such as famous horror magazine?
Okay, so what's your favorite thing? What's your favorite TV show? What's your favorite thing right now? Like, what do you love the most? Could be a musician. Like, do you love Taylor Swift, or do you love, like, what do you love?
Maybe Muse, you know, as singer.
The band Muse? Okay, so imagine one day this band that you love calls you up on the phone and says, "Hey, do you want to join the band and be the new singer of the band?" Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what it was like with Fangoria when I was little, and your dad can attest to this. We didn't have the internet, you know, we basically lived in caves and lived off the land. I'm kidding. But it was very primitive. And if we wanted to learn about weird movies, we had to find this magazine called Fangoria, and that taught us about special effects, and it got us to read interviews with all these great directors and actors. So it was very important to us. And so I grew up with that magazine, and I never imagined in a million years that after I started becoming a writer and a filmmaker and blah, 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 that one day I would be writing for that magazine, let alone running that magazine. So when I got the phone call and they said, "Hey, Chris, do you want to take over Fangoria?" It's the same way you would feel if Muse called you up and said, "Come and join the band." It was amazing, amazing.
That's so cool. I see the face of my dad over there is like,
Yes, it is a dream come true.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
If you could be a character in any classic horror movies, what would you pick?
Ooh, there are just so many good options. I mean, I feel like every girl who grew up on horror always wanted to be the Bride of Frankenstein. Like, I feel like that was just the quintessential universal horror movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, I also feel like if I had the chance, and I know this isn't like a thing because she's actually like a person who's still alive, but like to be Elvira would have been like, that's the dream come true for me. Like, if I got the call saying you're the new Elvira, I wouldn't know what to do. I would lose my mind. I'd probably flip a table for no reason.
You don't really need a reason to flip a table, right? I mean, come on.
I don't. You've met
Very
me.
tempted right now, but I'm not gonna do it. It wouldn't be right. But yes, that would be cool if you were the new Elvira.
If you could only watch one horror movie for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, listen, I mean, I think I just said, I think Dawn of the Dead. I would, but like, how long am I gonna live? This is the question. Am I on death row and they're gonna execute me tomorrow? Or am I gonna live another 40 years? I mean, I really gotta think about that, because I love Dawn of the Dead, but in 40 years, will I regret my choice? I'm not sure. There's so many great movies. And you know, I love all movies, not just horror movies. I love all movies. And I don't think I'd be able to narrow it down to just one movie. You know? Yeah. I love movies too much to just think of one movie for the rest of my life, because I know after a long period of time, I would probably not love that movie as much as I did if I had to watch it every day.
I would have literally tried to, try to remember all the words of the person that says.
That's right. Yes, you probably would do that. You know every sound effect, every music cue. You know everything to the point where you may drive yourself actually legitimately insane. So I don't know if it would be the, again, healthiest idea. Flipping tables, watching the same movie every day for the rest of your life. These are not good ideas. These are things we should not do.
Depends on you.
Yeah.
We need to expose ourselves to great ideas and a wide array of different kinds of films and entertainments in order to sustain our life. Right? So no flipping tables, no one single movie for the rest of your life. Or educational. Yeah. We're derailing this into this. This is anarchy. This is bedlam. We're out of control. Come on, feed us some more questions. We gotta.
I'm gonna feed you the questions then. She said feed you more questions.
Feed them. I'm starving. I miss lunch.
What was the funniest thing that happened to you on a movie set?
The actual funniest thing that happened to me wasn't while we were filming a movie. It was actually while I was doing Evil Dead the musical, where.
Wait, she played in Evil Dead the musical. You did not tell me about that. Oh, right now I'm your biggest fan. Oh my god.
There is a scene where I don't know if you've seen. I'm sure you've seen the musical where okay,
You love it.
you would love it. It's so much
I
fun.
listen to the music at
Okay.
Amazon Music.
Yeah. So I was Annie, so I got to sing "All the Men in My Life Are Kandarian Demons." That was my character. And there's a scene where my skirt gets caught on like something, and then I do a little twirl out of it, and the bottom of my skirt is supposed to come off, so that I'm wearing like a nice little like mini skirt. Except there was a wardrobe malfunction.
I was there. I saw it.
And like so I went to spin, the entire skirt came off. And I'm just standing there in my underwear with my butt hanging out. And there wasn't a chance for me to run off stage for like a couple more scenes. So I had to be fully just no bottoms on stage for so long. Like that wasn't an issue for anybody.
Very, very, very.
And I'll send you a link later, but there is a video of it.
It's very cheeky. Got it? Cheeky performance. Got it? Dad joke. I'm a dad too. Okay, so you know dad jokes. Right?
Oh yes, I do.
Yes, dad
Oh yes, I
Help
do.
compulsion. We must make these jokes. Yes.
Oh, for
It
you.
was funny. That was when Chris ran right to the back of the theater to talk to my mom because she was the music director.
Your mom was like,
Oh
And
yeah.
she's crying and she's laughing at this because they were like, that was not supposed to happen.
Do you have any advice for someone like me who loves horror and wants to be a writer?
Well, don't talk to me. Talk to your pop. He knows a few things. But my advice to you to do anything in life is that I will say this same thing I say to my own kids is that anything you want to do in the world that someone has already done, you can also do. And that goes for writing, making movies, making music, becoming an astronaut. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is how much work you want to put into being that. So you have one life in this that we know of in this world, and you must make the most of it and follow whatever dream is in your heart. So if you want to be a writer, make movies, you make sure that you do that. And don't listen to anyone's advice, except mine, because I'm giving you good advice. Don't listen to anyone's advice who tells you that you can't do it, because you can literally do anything you want to do. So that's my only advice.
You cannot listen to somebody that says
Right.
you can't do it.
Unless it's your dad who tells you
We
what
don't have naysayers here.
Dad or your mom who say, don't do this. Maybe they got a good idea about what,
That is
outside of
true.
that. You just make sure that you do whatever you want to do in your life, because it's your life. Yes? Yes.
Yeah.
But also, while we have Chris cornered like this, he writes a magazine right now, and he's the editor, so he has control over what writers he
Yeah, see,
hires.
when I left Fangoria, I quit Fangoria and I started another magazine with Charles Band, who produced Necropolis Legion. So we make this magazine here called Delirium, which is the same magazine as Fangoria was. In fact, I even brought over Michael Gingold, who was my managing editor, and the same designers, same writers. So I do run a magazine. So if you want to become a writer, guess what? I got some pages here that would love a few words from you. So
you can have your own column. Actually, you should pitch him.
actually, that's a great idea. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
We need a woman on the street out there on the front lines getting all the good interviews like you're getting now. Make sure that you get out there and meet people and talk to them, because it is what you know, but it is also who you know and who you meet. So you've just met us, and now you know that there's a magazine here, and you can start writing for me. Does that sound cool? Yeah. All right.
Is that
It's not a bad way to
Listen,
make a couple
well,
extra
I'll get your
bucks.
business.
I know, we're holding back.
I'll get your business card after. Okay.
It's like Okay.
We'll switch
Yeah.
cards. Swap cards.
But now you can pitch him a column and say every 2 months I want to write about a new movie from a
Okay.
kid's perspective. I
That's
think that's would be
cool.
great because you have
Wow.
a take on it.
I absolutely love it. Yeah. I got a question for you. How cool is your dad?
He's amazing. Literally, he's the best dad ever. I love him so much. Do you have any tips for a girl like me who wants to work in horror someday?
First of all, tips for working in the horror industry as a lady. We don't take no SHIT from men. All right, we stand on our own, we tell our own stories, and we hold our ground. We're not going to let a dude push us around. We're going to get up in their faces and say things like, hey, I don't like what you're doing. In fact, I'm going to do it better.
I don't like what you're doing.
See?
I'm used to it. Bring it on.
If there's one thing we learned at a young age is that girls rule and boys rule. And anything you can do, we can do better. So you just got to hammer it home. Be a strong, independent woman. And you already know your So I spelled it out and I said it. So I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But listen, you already know it. You already have a successful channel. You have a successful career as a young cosplayer. And now you're going to become a writer. Yeah, like the doors are going to open for you by the time you hit high school. So you won't have to worry about, sticking up to other men because they're going to come to you for advice and for work.
Okay. That's good.
Also, listen, I mean, think about all the great horror movies throughout history. Think about all the horror movies you like now. Who really runs the show? Who's Bride of Frankenstein? Huh? We remember the Bride of Frankenstein. Who wrote Frankenstein? A girl wrote Frankenstein. Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein. Women are running the show. Rue Morgue magazine. Who runs that magazine? A girl runs that magazine. Girls are running the show. Girls are the cornerstone, the foundation of horror. So you're there. You have you have an amazing array of role models out there, and there's one sitting right there who can steer you in the right direction that you can look to as mentors, right? When it comes to horror, girls rule. Boys rule, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And now you have this connection, so you can call us anytime and get all of the advice. If you want to come on our sets, if you want to hang out, if you want anything, the door's open for you. It just sucks you guys live in Gatineau and we're out in the Toronto area.
Don't worry. If she plays in a full movie, we'll be there.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm Chris Alexander,
And I'm Ali Chappell.
and you're watching
Gabby's World of Darkness.
Darkness.
Was good.
There, you can use that as a bumper.
That was really
And be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
You.